Juggernaut.
Hello you, back again. Welcome. This is going to be a random select video, and if you haven't guessed already by the counter already listing what the directory is, this is for the Sony PlayStation, but you already knew that because the game that I don't know is going to be on this video was listed on the title of the video on YouTube. So let's skip all that crap, you know the deal by now. 10 minutes to play this game that's picked at random. After 10 minutes I choose whether to continue playing or to let it go to game over. So without further ado, let's see what today brings. Rallycross. Right, I remember this game quite well. I used to really enjoy playing this when I was a kid, so let's see if it holds up. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I did my whole random select on this game using an emulator, and during the actual random select, I found it very strange and it didn't quite play how I remembered it playing. The game was bouncing all over the place, audio tracks were skipping, and I thought maybe I had a bad copy, but it turns out that this game doesn't work nicely with emulators, so now I'm using a real system and I'm just hooking it up and just doing it properly. The game is running much better now. I gave it a quick test, I did a level, so this isn't quite as random as most random selects will be, because I have played a race of this already. What I may do, however, is, you know, possibly show some of the old footage of what it looked like and handled like on emulation compared to what it looks like on proper hardware. But without further ado, let's get this rolling. Let me just get my ticker going. So bear with me a moment. Okay, and the time starts now. So the first impression of this game, or should I say the first impression on real hardware playing this game for recording this video, is it's very pretty. This game came out in 1997, which is, you know, still fairly early for a PlayStation. It was in the heyday of the machine's life. This looks very pretty and it runs at a fair lick, as you can see. It's a very smooth, fast game. And quite chaotic too. Not as chaotic as it was when playing it through emulation, where my car was bouncing all over the place, I had trouble rolling it back onto its wheels, etc. This is actually much more controlled, but it's still silky smooth. The game runs at a very smooth pace indeed. There are very few frame rate drops, even when special effects are all over the screen. It runs at a fair lick. The textures are pretty neat. There isn't much in the way of popping. There is a little bit when I take harsh corners, and detail seems to pop in a little bit away from my car, about 2/3 of the way of the map into the distance. I'll see popping of detail. I'm stuck in the cave, man. So the game handles with extremely twitchy controls. It's very much an arcade racing game. Don't expect any Colin McRae style rally here. This is full-on arcade action. It's even more twitchy than something like Sega Rally, which was still based in reality in the way that the car's handled. This is not. This is more like a Crash Team Racing style of control, where it's just all-out speed, all-out action, and pretty fun in the process, providing that you don't keep rolling your car like I do, which is a pain in the arse to get back on. You've got multiple views. This is the default view that I'm using right now, and this is the one I'm most comfortable with. Normally I drive with a cockpit view, but on this game, well, I don't have the stomach for it, especially when I start rolling the car. I will switch it on for the next race so you can see what I mean. But Holy moly. Is this a tense game? I'm gripping the controller quite hard. Quite hard indeed, actually, because I want finesse with my movement. I want finesse with the driving. And it needs my utmost concentration. I'm struggling to say things about the game because I'm so focused on the game itself. And I'm really concentrating hard. And I'm still not doing very well. And I'm still rolling the car. And no matter how hard I try, it seems like I'm still in last place. Woo! Although I'm getting close, this is the final lap. Can I beat anybody? No. No, I'm going to be last. Okay. Well then. Kind of expected that, to be honest. Can't handle. Okay, so we're on to the next race. We will continue the season. Here we go. So you've got 3 opponents to race with. You would think that's a fairly lonely affair, but the courses are really short to make sure that you don't kind of get too far ahead or too far behind. And there is a lot going on during these short courses with these 3 other races. Because of the imprecise nature of the rally cars and the bounciness of the courses, there can be a lot of chaos ensuing. So it's kind of cool that they didn't add more cars to the fray, because otherwise it might have become so intense it gets to the point of just being unmanageable. Okay, so after this corner and we get on the straights, I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to change the camera to the in-car view. And you can quickly see why I don't use this view when I play the game, because whoa, is it intense. Woo! Whoa! I don't know what's going on. But it still maintains that silky smooth frame rate. And it still looks great. You've got to give them props for the way they've designed the way that the data streams off the disc. And I'm up on my roof. I've got to rock and roll it. Get it back on track. Through the mud, and we carry on with our day. Whoa, whoa, I don't know what's going on. Sick bags at the ready, guys. Sick bags at the ready. Ah! Whoa, nearly lost it, but I'm still on track. I'm having a lot of fun with this now. I was a bit frustrated when I tried it originally on emulation. The control was just so bad. It was so twitchy, and I kept bouncing the car all over the place. And the bounces were so high, you couldn't maintain on the track for very long. Here, at least I know that every bounce I make and every roll I take is because I took the corner too quick, or I messed up. You know, it's much more handleable, if that's a word. You can hear the axles creak as the suspension gets pushed to its utter limit as I bounce over these crazy jumps. 10 out of 10 for the sound design. The actual sound effects are fantastic. The music, meh, it's there. There's nothing special, but that audio design, again, I went over that jump very, very quickly indeed, and I rolled the car. My own fault, not the game's. But would you look at this? I'm coming in first. Yeah. How you like my nail? How you like my nail? Unfortunately, it's going to be too little too late, because, as I say, before I started recording this 10 minutes of play, I did do a race and I came last, and the race that I did record I came last in, so yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to qualify. Now, we're not going to save the season, but we will continue. What's next? We will see. Oh, it's a head-on race. Yes, that's one of the perks of Rallycross. Not only do you get your straightforward rally racing, you get these head-on races too, which are absolute insanity. Okay, we'll have to watch ourselves as we go around these blind corners, because we will encounter resistance. Wah! I forgot my wallet. I'm racing back to the start. I'm going to be there as quick as I can. Whoa! Whoa! Bashed and smashed. But here we go. We're carrying on. We're carrying on. See how many laps we can finish before the timer goes. Whoa! No, 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 no. And the idea of this mode is to finish your laps quicker than the guys going the other way. Whoa, homina, 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 homina. Whoa. The timer's up in 15 seconds, but I am going to complete this race. Either way, I can't leave a race unfinished. So that's the end of the timer. Okay. Wah! Get out of my way! Whoa! He's close. Whoa! He nearly smashed into me. There he is again. Oh, he's still stuck in that corner. Providing I don't mess up, I've pretty much guaranteed this win. But providing I don't mess up is a big ask in this game. Yeah! Woo! Let's watch that again. Bang! That's all we need to see. Let's quit. Rookie, you'll have to improve your skills if you want to be a seasoned champion. Yeah, well, a bit of practice and I'm sure I will be. But that is Rallycross, ladies and gentlemen. So, completely contrary to my first initial video that I made on this for a random select via emulation, Rallycross is going to get a continue. That was a lot of fun and a lot more handleable. Even though the racing and the controls are chaotic, it's exciting chaotic and not uncontrollable. The game is smooth, it's good looking. There are multiple paths throughout the race courses. There are shortcuts that you can take. Having 3 opponents instead of a larger field means that the chaos is contained but still exciting. Yeah, Rallycross is a lot of fun. Will it maybe even make my top PlayStation games of all time? Well, that's another video. We'll leave that for now. But for this moment in time, Rallycross on real hardware gets a continue from me. Until next time, bye for now.